Today I wanted to go ahead and make a video and answer a question I get a lot when it comes to strength or resistance training, and that's what's the best form of strength or resistance training? Is it free weights, or is it machines, dumbbells, kettlebells? And my answer, it really kind of depends on you. They're all very important. I believe, and I use this analogy a lot, is like all of those dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell, resistance cords, body weight, they're all a tool in your toolbox. And you should use them all at various points throughout your routine, throughout the week, maybe throughout the month. But they all offer different types of resistance, and I think it's important that you incorporate all of them. If you sell your soul and do just only body weight exercises, you're gonna miss out on some of the advantages of using resistance cords or dumbbells, free weights. And vice versa. I mean, if you only do just barbells and dumbbells, then you're going to miss out on some of the benefits of machines, body weight, and so on and so forth. But just kind of give you a quick rundown of some of the pros and cons of using each. So first you have the machines, which is kind of like what you see behind me. So one of the pros or advantages of using it is that the range of motion is guided for you. So if you're just starting off, it is actually helpful to use some machines because you don't have that range of motion programmed into your brain and those motor muscle patterns. So using a machine can actually be an advantage. Also, if you're a little bit more advanced, using machines can help you isolate better than some of the other exercises. So for example, like if I want to do some tricep press downs with the machine, that's fantastic. I mean, it really helps you isolate those triceps. Some of the disadvantages would be that it is guided. So if that's all you do, then you don't ever need some of those stabilizer muscles that are required when you use the free weights. So that's for the machines. So moving right into going with free weights, and that would be dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells. So some of the advantages there are you do activate those stabilizer muscles that I just talked about. So to move, a weight in space, your body requires some muscles to stabilize other joints so that you can, go through that entire range of motion. So that's a definite advantage. Some of the other advantages would be that you can use heavier weights. You can get a lot stronger using some of the free weights. And some of the disadvantages would be it's not always the safest place to start. If you haven't really been doing a strength and resistance training, you should probably either start lighter or B, maybe more on machines, just to kind of learn those muscle patterns or movement patterns. And then the other is the safety issue. So if you're by yourself, it could be a little bit more dangerous using the free weight. So I encourage you to do that in a group, or just use some caution when you're doing that. Body weight exercises. That would be the advantage. I mean, you don't need anything. You are the resistance. So push-ups, squats, lunges, all those things. I mean, you can do those with your body weight, and you can kind of manipulate them and make them a little harder, doing different variations to make them much more difficult. But you can also kind of tone them down too. So if you're having a hard time, or if your push-ups look pretty ugly on your toes, easily drop down to your knees. If that's even difficult, you can go ahead and elevate, and you can put your hands up on a bench and do push-ups off your knees. So that makes it a little easier as well. Some of the disadvantages is you're not going to get as strong as you could if you use some of the other forms of resistance, like the dumbbells, free weights, and all that stuff. So you're kind of limited to your body weight, and then typically as you get stronger or as you get leaner, you tend to lose weight. So your body, you're kind of left with going higher reps, which, I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. This just depends on what your goals are. But again, I still go back to it's good to get all ranges, okay? And then last, oh, sorry, I had a kettlebell here just, as a demonstration. But one of the last forms of resistance would be bands. So you got a band or resistance cords, and these are kind of they like to add those in there. They kind kind of work with the strength curve. So meaning like as you lift up, like the shorter the muscle gets. So like if I do a curl, like when I get here, my muscles are actually stronger from this point to this point. So that band actually works with that. And then you also have to control them on the down, which also gives you, you know, a little bit more strength in working with that strength curve. So I do like to add those in there. So one of the benefits of the bands and the cords is that they're portable. So again, that's a definite advantage if you travel, or you know, if you don't have much or access to much. I mean, those are pretty easy and pretty cheap. I mean, you can get a cord for about $10. You get a couple cords, throw them in your suitcase, and you've got something to take with you. Some of the disadvantages would be same. You're not going to be able to get quite as strong as if you use some of the free weights, the machines, and things like that. The other is sometimes a safety issue. You just have to kind of keep checking on them, make sure they're not getting worn down, because they do tend to, over time, they kind of wear down, they start tearing, and you don't want to get popped with that. So that's never fun. But again, I encourage you to get all forms of you know, all four of those. I mean, do exercises using all different types of resistance, because that's how you're going to get strong, and you're going to, you know, get strong across, you know, a wide range of exercises, doing a wide range of different resistance. It's just a lot better, you know, all around. So if you have any questions, love to hear them. You can comment below. You can email me. But I hope that answered a question that I get quite a bit. If you like it, like it. So talk to you soon.